Good evening. Today I'm going to be talking about the hidden costs of organizational dishonesty. This is important not only because many people actually value honesty, not only in personal life, but also in business. But more so, there's actually some fact-based data to back this up as well. So let's just start by laying out a few key reasons why it actually makes business sense to run your organization in an honest manner. One of those is to naturally avoid the consequences that come from and that stem from being found out of the larger scale organizational dishonesty rackets, I guess is a good way to put it here. Enron and their financial misdeeds, WorldCom, similar story, as well as Parmalat. There's many more over the course of history, even in recent memory, although those are some of the larger ones that you might be more familiar with. In the short term, being dishonest might end up actually paying off. You might be able to kind of finagle your way into a better contract or, kind of sugarcoat things, put a little bit of spin on it that isn't quite warranted. And in the end, you might get a better deal, which, next pay period or whatever the case is, you get a bigger check or a bigger bonus. Similar story for the actual organizational level. They might, get better revenues and returns a few years into the future, but over the long term, this is likely to be found out. If and when, most likely, it is found out, the longer term consequences far outweigh the short term gains that are made here, as it not only damages reputation, but can have very fiscal implications as well. That reputation coincides with nobody wants to do business with somebody who they can't trust, or who they have, or even who they think they can't, isn't going to give them a straightforward deal or anything like that, right? So in that sense, there is a very real harm to having an organization that isn't truthful and upright in its dealings. Not only that, but it has internal repercussions as well. So on a more personnel level, your employees can come to accept specific action. So maybe that dishonesty that they are supposed to be forwarding, getting ahead in their professional life with the customers, they're spinning that around. They're taking that, hey, it's good in this one arena with the customers. Why wouldn't it also be good and valuable for me in my day-to-day with the company? Hey, maybe pad that expense report as well. I'm already doing it with the customer. The company probably doesn't mind then, right? That's all. Maybe not in those words, but something along those lines anyway. Additionally, it can lead to increased absenteeism. This is more on the side of when the employees' ideals and morals don't quite line up with what they're being asked to do at work. They don't really have any drive and motivation, which leads to unsatisfaction, which leads to not wanting to attend work and making excuses so that you don't have to. Similarly, if you're in a position where you're being asked to go against your moral code and you aren't comfortable with it, you're not taking those next steps to, kind of dip your toes and rationalize in that behavior, then you're very likely to start looking for work that ends up aligning more specifically with what you're looking for. And that also leads to high turnover, training costs, and hiring costs associated with replacing that worker who left are very damaging and very expensive to an organization. And then just overall, there's the morale loss involved in all of this. So in general, as an organization goes down this path, it might, pad their pocketbook, but it kind of turns into, a backstabbing, not forthright kind of environment. And some people might say they enjoy that or thrive there, and perhaps they do, but by and large, morale in those settings is going to decrease. and the workers are not going to be as effective. So probably not the best way to go handle it overall. So with those points in mind, just a quick refresher and reminder to strive for honesty in the workplace, not only because it's the right thing to do, but also because it does have very real repercussions and benefits to actually holding your workplace to that higher standard as well. So that's it for now. Thanks. Bye.